sexualized. Um, and I 100% agree with him so much on that. Like, that's exactly, like, I'm perfectly fine with people, just being sexual if that's their weapon, or if that's part of their personality, then that's perfectly fine. No, go for it, but make it make sense. Don't have it just be there to be there
for the sake of being there. Yeah,
like, and so what this guy was saying, that's what he said. He was like, I'm perfectly fine with Widowmaker, having basically the same pose because it makes sense. And so
yeah, that's what I thought was really shitty. Was that a lot of people were acting like this guy's argument was just him being a prude or something.
Exactly.
But he actually had a very sound argument about it not fitting her character, and it was just a stupid thing to add. It was unnecessary. I mean, I don't personally think the pose was all that sexual, but it didn't fit her character. I do agree with that. I also think it's probably a placeholder.
So it makes sense then that she has the she's standing up and has her leg popped and stuff like that. It makes sense that correct? Like, is that what you're saying? Because it's still showing the lewdness of the butt, but it's in a more perspective of, she just won and she's had fun, that's her character.
From my understanding, this does fit her character more, and so if that's true, then I'm okay with it. That being said, the first thing I saw about this was how there is an exact model of that pose, and it was a pinup doll pose. That makes me wonder, are they just trying to really be jerks there and just shove it in the face, or does it actually make sense and it's a coincidence?
Started as a confidence thing, it was.
That's true.
It was a real confidence thing for women, you know what I mean?
That's true.
Yeah, I mean it's not like porn. I mean, I don't think the pinup pose is bad, and I think it looks kind of spunky and cute, like her. From what I can tell from the videos we've watched of her personality, like you said, it's hard to judge without the context of playing the game. Mm-hmm. But from what I've seen so far, I do think that fits her style better, and I just think it's a better pose in general. It's more stylized.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So I do like this pose more, but I'm not in love with this pose. I do have my questions on its origin, just because of the pinup doll that I saw. I just question its origin, but it is, I think it's probably an improvement. But yeah, I mean that's why I was very happy that they addressed it and they said they were going to change it because of just this. It's a small, not noticeable thing in the gaming community, and it's for me it's very noticeable, but for a lot of people they don't either notice it or they don't want to notice it, and I really don't like. I just really don't like how sexualized our society is on things that just don't need to be sexualized. I mean, I was saying fair. I was saying that to Vault the other day. That's not even just in gaming. I don't like Hooters. I don't like don't use sex to sell things.
I've never gone to Hooters, for what it's worth. I don't see the point.
How is that relevant?
I mean, it's not really. I don't really care if you've been there or not.
There. I just want to make sure I don't want thinking I'm sexually, whatever you want to call it, just
active.
Whatever. No. I'm referring to this
oh my god. That was great. Oh, Anubis is savage.
Oh man.
Asshole. You're an asshole.
No, savage.
You know what I was referring to. Asshole.
I gotcha. You're not a sexual fiend.
Anyway, I think it goes back to objectifying women.
Yeah,
was the main point there.
I mean, it's just.
What's worse is I remember when I was in high school, people always used to tell me I should work at Hooters, and I was like, really?
Oh,
of all
man,
things you think I should do, you think I should work at Hooters?
Almost. I mean, I don't.
Yeah.
See, that's just rude and disrespectful.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
At the same time, I don't know if it's
Get
really
the
an
goddamn
insult, because
kiss.
all it's saying is that you're hot, and you got big. I'm assuming that means you have big boobs. I'm not sure, but you know, I'm assuming that's what that means now.
Yeah.
I mean, you definitely could take it as offensive. It doesn't have to be offensive, but like that's really not a compliment. Whether or not it's offensive, it's definitely not. Yeah, it's not appropriate.
It's like
you're
basically directly telling someone, "Hey, I've been staring at your chest. You know where you should work, and you can like profit off of this is a location where they profit off of objectifying women. You know what I mean? Like, And actually, you know, I have to give credit to, like, I kind of, not that I have to, but I want to give a little bit of credit to Hooters and stuff like that because they've noticed and they've actually changed. Yeah, I mean, they have good wings, but they've changed. they've changed the outfits and stuff like that, and it's not as like obnoxious and revealing and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Like it's been toned down. Like it's not.
I'll take your word for it.
Butt lifting.
I'll take your word
like
for it as well. I've never actually been
pants
there.
And stuff like that. It's just they're shorts. Like that's it. You know, and it's not a tank top. It's like an actual T-shirt now. You know, so I think they've kind of.
Well, it's still like skin tight though, right?
It's still skin tight, so it keeps their.
Sex is still the
sex sells, unfortunately, but it's not as crude as it used to be. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Okay, well, yeah. So, props to
the counter
Hooters,
argument, though, I'm just gonna throw there is some women like dressing up like that for whatever reason. They like getting the attention.
Well, hold on.
A lot of people.
Okay,
I'm not saying all. I'm
this.
just saying there's a lot of them.
Well, first of all,
like
plenty.
That.
I mean, hey, I like getting attention. If people think I'm hot, that's great. It's not bad to get attention for being attractive. That I'm not gonna say is bad.
But
What's
bad?
if
See,
you
the problem
dress
is
like
that
to get attention,
it can be dangerous though for women. So like a lot of times, I mean, I don't go out anymore, but when I used to go out back in the day, like sometimes I would want to not look good because I'd rather not deal with a bunch of like guys coming up to me harassing me the whole time. And you know, I feel like it's just a double standard because men don't really deal with that, you know. So like if a guy looks good, it's like, you know, I don't know, like, girls aren't gonna go up to him and like harass him all night, or if they did, they might like that, you know.
The odds are they're gonna like that. I mean, like I said, I would. Like, you kidding me? Someone says I'm hot, that's great. And if I'm single, then hey, we're going into a private place right now.
Sorry.
Wow, really?
I mean, well, hey, I'm easy. I'm not ashamed. I'm not ashamed of it. I don't deny it. I'm gonna have fun. But like the assumption, to me, it's just there's this. So it's really not subconscious. I guess it's subconscious for a lot of people. Definitely not for me. How women are just sexual objects. And it just it drives me insane.
There's lots of research on that stuff.
Yeah, like people that make cat calls and stuff drives me. I cannot.
Oh my god, that's terrible.
I
just pretend like I'm deaf. You know, I don't want to hear it.
But that's my problem. Like, I don't want you to pretend you're deaf. I want you to
we're starting to veer away from video games.
Yeah, but you know we're still into a topic.
Well, it's kind of part of the topic.
It's deeper into the topic. We're getting to the core, the root of the issue. I do agree. We're kind of veering. We can take a vote. Do we want to keep veering, or do we want to? We can.
I kind of want to move on to a new subject.
You want to move on?
Honestly.
I mean, we can move on. All right.
I don't know. I mean, it's
all right.
Part of
so we'll do a quick sum up here.
I think we've just about beat the horse as dead as it's gonna get.
Let's do a quick sum up. So, overall, we're all in agreement that this new pose is an improvement.
I haven't seen the new pose. I've heard it was supposedly an improvement.
Well, maybe you should have checked the Facebook like I asked you to. But you know.
I haven't heard you say that for what it's worth.
Yeah, I posted it on the chat saying, "Hey, look at this," so that we can talk about it.
Well, there was a lot of messages. Some of them probably got covered up because, like it said, see older ones. I didn't click see older ones.
Oh, we should have seen.
Because so many were coming through there at times.
But anyway,
I thought y'all were just popping ideas back and forth.
To sum up
topics.
Without full context of playing the game, it's hard for us to decide. But overall, we like this new improvement. We all, I mean, have I convinced you guys? Have I made my point that it definitely should have been addressed? Like I really am glad that it got addressed. I'm not happy with how easily it's being swept under the rug and made fun of. That bothers me still.
I guess some people don't understand the concept of, you know, it doesn't fit her character. Why does she have to look like that, you know? And that, with that argument, that makes a lot of sense to me.
Yes. Okay. Yes. And yeah, that's pretty much the argument. Yeah, because like she's not. It's not that she's really sexy. It's that she's sexier than she really needs to be, and
it's just,
it
like,
doesn't.
unnecessary.
It's unnecessary. It's unnecessary. And so that's the argument. And yeah, okay. As long as we made it clear that that's the argument. Yeah, and I wish more people would, you know, listen to what we've just said. Like, imagine if I was a popular streamer, like, how many people would I have just, like, made them realize this issue? I'd be so happy if people actually, like, watch my streams, because then people would, like, see this issue and maybe it would be noticed. I would be very happy with that. But anyway, does anyone...
maybe next time I should stream too, because I feel like Twitch is
I said
the
that
same
on
kind of
Facebook.
thing. Like,
I said everyone who has a Twitch account should stream this. Oh, okay, so you saw it, you just didn't really feel like...
Yeah, I was like, I don't know if I need to do that. But yeah, I guess, especially, well, I don't have a Connect, but if I had a Connect and you could, like, see a video of me, I feel like that's also biased. Like, a lot of people will watch girls just because, you know, more so than like what I was saying.
Yeah, no, they
more
would.
Because I think a lot of times that's more because it's just so rare to see them more than anything.
It's not even rare though. It
more than
really
because they're
isn't
attracted
anymore.
to them. More it's because, well, I think it still is.
Oh, it's 100% because they're attracted
It's a lot
to them.
better
It's
than
not
it was
because they're
10 years
rare.
ago. I mean, like, it's a lot, there's a much higher percentage than it was 10 years ago, but it's still...
There wasn't Twitch 10 years ago.
No, I thought we were talking about the amount of women that were playing video games.
Yeah,
there's
no,
a
it's better,
huge
but it's still not as
percentage higher.
good. So this is actually what I do research on for my dissertation, and no, the numbers are definitely still not nearly as high. And so my dissertation is actually looking at why women don't like to play certain types of games and reasons,
Someone's glitched
like reasons behind that, and
goodness.
and like what might make them want to play to try to solve the problem of why women aren't as well represented in gaming as men.
I'm sure you've
hopefully.
already covered this, but you know, I'll throw my 2 cents in there. It's 100% of the way because of why we're raising stuff. That's why I'm always so happy when recently I'm sorry Vol, I'm trying to get back on topic. I just got to say a couple things. Recently when Target announced how they weren't going to have genders for their toy aisles, and stupid idiot people were like, how do I know what to buy my child now? I'm like, it didn't help you in the first place anyway. Yeah, but like, I was so happy when they announced it because freaking gender stereotypes are holding us back in so many ways, and people just don't understand it.
I absolutely agree with you.
And you know, and women, and there's one toy company that I love. I wish I would remember their name, but their thing is they make like engineering toys for women, for girls. So it's like they're pink and stuff, but still, it's a freaking engineering toy. I'm like, oh my god, this is great.
Yeah.
Like it's progress.
Goldilocks something.
I don't remember, but
I
anyway,
remember
it's progress, and so.
Yeah, it's absolutely great.
Yeah, that stuff.
That is part of it, though. So in the research, a lot of reason why women, or theories why women don't play, has to do with developmental reasons. So that because they don't play when they're kids, because video games are thought to be like a boy thing. And because girls are supposed to, you know, I don't know, play house or
100%.
cups or something like that.
That's what it is.
So yeah, but actually, there's a lot of benefits for women, especially playing video games, to kind of make up for some of the differences that men have better. So like spatial awareness and cognitive accuracy and all kinds of like good stuff